Yo, what's up, motherfuckers? It's your boy RJ, and this is PSA Clips. Haven't seen y'all motherfuckers in a while. I know y'all like, damn, where you been at, RJ? What's going on with you? Been dealing with this fucking car shit, man. Like, trying to find a place where I can get my car fixed without costing me a fucking $1,000. Honestly, $1,000 is a lot of fucking money just for a fucking car. Actually, it's gonna cost $3,000 fucking dollars, right? That's how much damage is to the car, right? But I got a deductible, got car insurance, and my deductible is a G, so I gotta pay a G, they pay the rest, which I didn't even fucking know that until I had my little accident. And then they was like, oh yeah, your deductible is a G. They was all happy. So you go ahead and pay that G and then we'll put the rest in. I was like, you dirty motherfuckers. So I'm trying to look for a place where it ain't gonna cost me that much. While doing that, I'm not supposed to be driving. Like right now, I'm not supposed to be fucking driving, but as you can see, I'm driving. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, right? Let me go ahead and get over here. But anyway, so I know what y'all wondering. What the fuck am I gonna talk about today? Because I know I didn't fucking do this whole video to talk about my car situation. And that's not the truth. I want to talk about why everyone hates the Black Lives Matter movement. And why President Obama is getting flack for saying he, is proud of the Black Lives Matter movement and they're doing a good job. Because everybody in America, white America mostly, was highly pissed about that. Oh, they're out here killing cops, and you're saying, hold up, let me stop that. Let me tell you something. Just because a person kills the cops and yells Black Lives Matter doesn't mean they're part of the Black Lives Matter movement. Do y'all not realize that? See, I don't get the double standard with Americans. You sit here and say we shouldn't be mad at all cops for one cop being an ass, right? But yet still you're mad at the whole Black Lives Matter movement because some kids want to yell Black Lives Matter after they shot a cop in the head. You can't do that. You can't tell us to not be mad at police officers or all the police officers when you're doing the exact same thing to the people who are actually out there doing Black Lives Matter. Yes, they might be a little bit too aggressive, and I will get into that, but they're not killing people. That's just their way of protesting. You can't have it both ways here, people. If you're not gonna get mad at all cops, even for that one bad cop out there who's doing bad shit, you can't get mad at every person that's part of the Black Lives Matter movement for those idiots that's yelling Black Lives Matter and killing cops because they think that's the answer. I'm pretty sure they're not even part of the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm pretty sure they're just some idiot kids that want to yell that shit after they don't kill somebody thinking that's the answer because no one's taught them that that's not going to solve shit. But yet still we do that though. Stop being a fucking hypocrite, America. Literally, like, you got to stop being a hypocrite. You can't get mad at us for doing the same shit you're doing right now. Check your fucking self. It's the same shit. If you don't like Black Lives Matter movement because they're cop killers, then I don't like the police because they're black people killers. They out here killing black folks. Don't get mad at my comments. You do the same exact shit. Okay? So, I don't understand what is with America not liking Black Lives Matter in the first place. Okay? Oh, all lives matter and all that. Look, yes, all lives matter. All lives will always matter. But right now, the black lives are in jeopardy. Not everybody else. It's the black lives that are in jeopardy. And instead of sitting there trying to tell us that all lives matter and we're wrong for yelling Black Lives Matter, you should be helping us because right now black lives are in jeopardy. Here's the problem. We're not saying nobody else is dying by police. We're not saying that nobody else is dying in general. What we're saying is when the cops are out here killing black folks, they're not getting arrested. nothing's happening to them. And you're justifying it. Everybody's justifying the cops killing black folks. People are ignoring the fact that Sandra Bland died. And nobody can tell me how she died. She died in a fucking She died in a police precinct. And the way they said she died was marijuana overdose. Yet still, nobody's arrested. Nobody's saying, hey, you know what? That sounds a little bit of that sounds crooked right there. I mean, black folks are saying that. Some white folks are saying it. But not all. Because I keep hearing this, my favorite excuse for it, well, if she wasn't yelling at the cops, she probably would be alive. And if anybody's seen my little O.J. Simpson video, you heard what I said. Well, if Nicole Brown Simpson wasn't cheating on O.J., she'd be alive. I don't think a lot of people like that, especially white America. I think they were highly pissed about that one. But it's the same shit, just a different day. You know, you can't tell me that and then expect me not to say the same shit back to you, and then you turn red as a beak and be mad. Okay? Black Lives Matter is not saying no other life matter. I don't understand why people think that knowledge, that notion that when someone says Black Lives Matter, that we're saying fuck everybody else, it's only black lives. No, what we're saying is black lives right now are being taken and nothing is being done about it. We should do something about this because this is wrong. These people are being killed for no reason, and we're just sitting back going, oh, well, maybe if they did this and they did that. We shouldn't even be justifying this shit. Alright, now I did say this earlier that Black Lives Matter is a little bit too aggressive for my taste. But that's because we don't really have a leader of Black Lives Matter. Like, when you look back at the civil rights movement, you know, you had Martin Luther King, you had Rosa Parks, you know, you had Jesse Jackson. The list goes on who you had as the leaders of the civil rights movement. And these leaders were smart. They understood that being aggressive is not going to get people to see your cause. So what did they do? They preached nonviolent. They did everything the smart way. You know, they didn't get all up in people's faces. They didn't bum rush or try to take over a politician's time when he's speaking or when she's speaking about, and just, hey, you care about black lives? Like, they didn't do all that. They sat back and they just showed, hey, we're going to come out, we're going to do a peaceful protest. And then when you seen white folks in that time being ignorant as fuck, you couldn't say, hold up, look what they're doing. No, that's why they're being like that. You had to sit back and go, oh my God, I can't believe white people are acting that way. This is just terrible. The problem with Black Lives Matter is that's the problem. We're too aggressive. We go out, we try to get people to listen to us. Look, protesting is great. I'm all for protesting. But when you're stopping people from going to fucking work, you can't get mad when that motherfucker be like, I don't give a shit about your movement. I just want to go to fucking work. You gonna get me fired, then what? We have to be smart about how we protest. We have to be smart on how we go out there and say what we have to say. Going out there and being aggressive and trying to force people to listen to Black Lives Matter is not going to get people to listen to Black Lives Matter. It's just going to make them hate you and call you a terrorist group. And I hate that when people say Black Lives Matter is a terrorist group. They're not. The Ku Klux Klan is a terrorist group. So if you're not going to say the Ku Klux Klan is a terrorist group, don't fucking say nothing about Black Lives Matter being a terrorist group. Why is Black Lives Matter a terrorist group? You know what I mean? The people that are using the name Black Lives Matter and going out here killing people are probably not part of Black Lives Matter. So, with that being said, no. It's the same notion as a police officer goes out here and kills Tyrone, cold blood for no reason. Doesn't mean all police officers are going to kill a person that's of color. No, you know, I'm going to kill Juan today because I'm a cop. Doesn't mean that. All right, there's good cops and there's bad cops. I know some good cops and I know some asshole cops. All right. And people need to understand when motherfuckers say fuck the police, it's not because we want them to die or we hate them. You see, the reason why minorities don't like the police is because they don't stand up for what's right. See, they can know that a person is racist in their precinct. They can know that this person is going to end up killing somebody because the way that person's thinking is. But instead of saying, you know what, let me get rid of this guy is not good for the force, or whatever, they have that code of silence, aka the blue shield thing, whatever it's fucking called, where they don't cross the blue line or whatever the shit it is that cops have, so they won't tell on other cops, even though they know that this cop is not good. You see, here's the difference, man. And I've already said this on many different occasions. If Tyrone down the street is chopping bitches up in his fucking basement, you damn right I'm calling the police, because I can't stand fucking serial killers. I'm not down with that. That shit is crazy. Now, I'm not going to call on this nigga for selling drugs. It's none of my damn business. You know what I mean? He's selling drugs. He ain't killing nobody. He ain't forcing people to buy drugs. I hate that shit when motherfuckers like kill a drug dealer or all that dumb shit. No, I'm not down with killing any drug dealers. Drug dealers do not force addicts to buy their drugs. If they're not there, there's going to be another motherfucker there anyway. So please, don't come with me with that notion. So I won't tell on a drug dealer, but I will tell on the motherfucker down the street that's killing people. Because, quite frankly, I'm not going to sit in the house and be like, well, you killing somebody, I'm not a snitch. Fuck that. That snitch shit goes out the window. He down there chopping bitches up. What if that's that could be my fucking cousin. That could be my sister. Like, fuck that. He's going to jail. He's chopping bitches up in his basement. He gotta go. Crazy motherfucker need to go somewhere. I don't need this nigga in the streets. But anyway, like I said, you can't be mad at us for saying fuck the police when we know this is what the police is doing. They won't tell on their brothers. You know, they got their brothers back through thick and thin, even if they know that motherfucker was wrong. You know, I didn't see any police officers go, you know what they did to Sandra Bland was fucking wrong, and we need to get justice for Sandra Bland. No, they were all like, well, she shouldn't have been yelling at him like that. No, at the end of the day, wrong is wrong. If my fucking cousin is chopping bitches up in the basement, and I find out that he's chopping bitches up in the basement, I love my cousin to death, but he's going to jail. He's chopping bitches up in the basement. That nigga could not expect me and go, hey, I'm chopping bitches up in the basement, but don't tell the police because we family. Nigga, you going to jail. Chopping bitches up. And I would want my mother to do the same shit to me if she caught me chopping bitches up in the basement. Not chopping bitches up in the basement, by the way. Just saying, if I was crazy enough to do some shit like that and I'm chopping bitches up in the basement, I would want my mother to call the fucking police on me and be like, come get this crazy motherfucker. Like, he's my son, but he has to go to jail. He's fucking crazy. So, this whole notion that the police do not tell on them their brothers is the dumbest shit, especially when they know their brothers are wrong. So I don't like that. That's why you have a lot of people out there say, fuck the police. Because they're not getting these bad cops out of there. They're okay with the bad cops being there. They're not saying, you know what? Mike here is not a good police officer at all. He beats on certain suspects. He beats on certain people. If you're ethnic, or you're a minority, he's gonna kick your ass. But he gives time off the street only warnings, and he's doing worse shit than what these guys are doing. I can't condone this guy. I need to get him out of the precinct. They don't do that shit. You know what I mean? So that's why you have a lot of people saying fuck the police. Alright? But like I was saying, man, hating the Black Lives Matter movement just shows how fucking racist you really are. So if you're one of those people that hate the Black Lives Matter movement, you're pretty on the verge of being a racist. Because Black Lives Matter doesn't mean end of all things. You know what I mean? Like, I dislike some of the shit the Black Lives Matter movement is doing, but I understand what they're doing and why they're doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I think they're too fucking aggressive and they need to chill, because that's not going to get anything done. That's just going to make people hate them more. So I think they need to chill with the aggressiveness, calm down, maybe sit back and be easy and get their point across without being so aggressive. But I don't hate them. I don't dislike their group. I won't call them terrorists. I won't say they're shit people. I won't even throw up all lives matter bullshit. I won't say blue lives matter. I won't say none of that to them, because I understand what they're doing. You know, not just because I'm black, but I understand why they're doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? If you don't understand why they're doing what they're doing, you're a fucking racist, bottom line. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. You can say I'm fucking wrong all day. In my mind, you're a fucking racist, because you're not understanding why they're doing what they're doing. You know, black people are dying at an alarming rate. And don't give me that bullshit on black crime, because guess what? Black on black crime is here. But Tyrone goes to jail for his crime. Tyrone kills me, he's going to jail for killing me. But guess what? Tom, that police officer Tom over here, can kill me and then he doesn't go to fucking jail. Because somehow I shouldn't have done what I did. That's why we're not sitting here running around black hey, black on black crime exists. I don't see you motherfuckers out there saying nothing. No, black on black crime exists and it needs to stop, and I'm all against black on black crime too. But at the end of the day, justice is served on black crime. Justice isn't served on white on black crime. You don't believe me? George Zimmerman should not be fucking walking the streets right now. He should not be walking the streets. That motherfucker should be in jail. He should not be allowed to be walking the streets. But somehow, they found him not guilty. Somehow. Right? Those police officers that arrested Sandra Bland all should be in jail. The whole fucking precinct should be locked up. But somehow that precinct is still working. No one in jail. She died from an overdose of marijuana. Okay. When those questions are answered and those things are done fair, Black Lives Matter will go away. But until then, this is Black Lives Matter, and this is why Black Lives fucking matters. Because we're not getting the justice we deserve. It ain't about that our lives are more precious than white folks or our lives are more precious than anybody else. It's because we're not getting justice. That's why Black Lives Matter. We're not getting justice. When we start getting justice, that's when things will be different. And then you can say all lives matter. We're not getting justice. So for those out there who think that Black Lives Matter is a terrorist group and all that bullshit, you need to wake the fuck up, because it's not. It's what the media shows you. It's the media showing you this shit. Have you ever sat back and thought to yourself, black guy gets beat up by a bunch of white people. They never look into this guy, ask him if he was part of the KKK, none of that shit. They just say, black guy gets beat up by a bunch of white people. Alright? But white guy gets beat up by a bunch of black folks, and all of a sudden, it was the Black Lives Matter movement, those racists. Hilarious, right? America's such hypocrites, man. They don't see what's right there in front of their face. They only see what they want to see. So you don't see the white guys beating up this black guy over here and hanging him, and are just beating his ass. And you don't think, oh, none of these people are part of the KKK. They just did that because they just wanted to beat up a black guy, right? But bunch of black people beat up white guy. I'm willing to bet every time a bunch of black folks beat up some white guys, or beat up a white person in general, doesn't matter if it's a white guy or a woman, they're always gonna have Black Lives Matter movement names tied to it. Why? Because they're trying to make it a hate group. That's what the media wants to do. So they can go, see, Black Lives Matter lives in this country, and the KKK can live in this country then. If you don't want the KKK here, then get rid of Black Lives Matter. Because everybody's starting to realize the KKK is a terrorist group. And they don't want to get rid of the KKK because most of the people that's in charge are part of the KKK. That 1%, most of the motherfuckers is part of the KKK. So they don't want to get rid of the movement that they're part of. So what do? You create Black Lives Matter, or you have it created and then you turn it into a hate group and make it look like Black Lives Matter is pretty much just like the KKK when they're not. They're far from the KKK. Remember, the Black Panther movement was considered like the KKK. Let me ask you a question. For those out there who believe that dumb shit, do you receive WIC? W-I-C, WIC. Because the Black Panthers started WIC. And they didn't say only black folks can get it, or only minorities can get it. I'm pretty sure I've seen white folks get WIC before. You're welcome. You motherfuckers have a good day and wake the fuck up. Because y'all motherfuckers are sleeping, or y'all just choose to see what you want to see. Either way, you need to wake the fuck up and stop being such hypocrites. Peace.